So before we get into the actual data prep process, where we're going to clean this data up and prepare it for sending out to the field device, whether it's Trimble Access or Trimble SiteWorks. If you're a civil contractor, you're probably more familiar with SiteWorks, and that's really the focus of what this class is intended for. We're going to first do a quick overview of the interface and provide a little bit of a review. You should have, if you haven't already, taken a look at the Trimble Connect CAD Viewer guide, which really goes through all the tools that we're going to talk about in this particular course. But in this course, we're actually going to focus on workflows. And you're going to use those tools and processes, but we're going to put them more into the context or concept of, a workflow. So we're going to kind of do you call it a show and tell, if you will. I'm going to show you how I would handle cleaning this data up. And hopefully at that same time, you'll see how we're doing it, know what tools we're using, and then you can mimic that on your project data or follow along with the project data we have here. So that's the goal and the objectives. We're going to create a 2D uh, line file that's going to be exported out to a DXF or a DWG so that you can load it onto your controller, and we'll show you how to do that. And then from there, you can go stake it out. So if you haven't already, like I said, maybe take some time as a prerequisite to this course. You don't have to, because you can learn from this course, as we'll explain every tool and step that we have. But maybe take a look at the Trimble Connect CAD Viewer guide to familiarize yourself with more features. But with that said, when you first open up a drawing in the CAD Viewer, it's going to look like this, where you'll have some of your view tools over here, right? So you can measure and rotate and orbit. And then over here, you've got your object properties and your layers. But to actually do any editing, you have to go into the edit mode. Down below, you've got your status bar and your, model tab or layout tab, and then some other, snap settings and view settings and stuff. So if you click on edit, that's going to change your view here. So let me just refresh this for a second. And that may be the case. Maybe if you're working with this and it doesn't do what you want it to do initially, just go ahead and do a refresh. Then when you click edit, now you can see that I've got the edit tools. I've got my menus up here where I can start manipulating the data, deleting data, renaming data, editing, deleting, changing elevation, joining data. Those are kind of the modify features we're really going to focus on, which would be down here. We'll use some of these tools. So again, just picking on that modify pop out, or up here we've got the modify tools, and we're going to use a lot of these. We're also going to talk about XREFs. This is something that we're going to, we open up the one drawing, which is a site plan. We're going to XREF in the grading plan so that we can use some of that data for our data prep as well. Again, the focus is going to be on 2D in this particular case. A 3D surface would not be able to be created in this CAD viewer. So you would want to take that to your next step of learning how to do data prep and modeling, which would be to maybe take a look at Trimble Business Center, because that would give you the full functionality. But learning the tools and the process here will translate to learning Trimble Business Center. So this is considered maybe a stepping stone or an entry level to creating and starting data prep. But if you're a small site contractor and you're just doing some very basic, CAD drawings or line work, then this tool might be definitely advantageous for you to have. So hopefully you learn something from going through this class. At the end of the class, there will be a assessment where you can get a certificate that says you've completed the data prep with Trimble Connect CAD Viewer. So look forward to that, and good luck with the class.